Tip number 101 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. This is on drug testing. You need to make sure that you understand all the laws and requirements attached to drug testing before you even think about it. If you don't understand, or you don't really know what you need to do or what's required, you could end up getting in a lot of trouble. For example, a good example of this would be, let's say that you're a male employer looking for a female secretary. Well, you're not going to have her drug test at your home or in front of you. There are certain things we can figure out here on our own, you know. So drug testing might be better off left up to professionals instead of you doing it yourself. Or, you know, again, there are companies, I'm sure, I've never had anyone drug tested. I've never even been drug tested myself. But whatever the process is, make sure that you understand and follow the rules to the letter of the T. One more thing here. Oh yeah, just because, I mean, sometimes just the threat of drug testing someone is going to be enough to get rid of them if they are on drugs. So, but again, you need to keep in mind that people who are addicted to drugs or use drugs regularly almost know every single angle there is to getting away with, you know, a clear drug test or figuring something out. You know, I mean, I've heard people tell me stories where they bring other people's urine in and pour it in a cup. I mean, this just goes on and on and on. One lady told me that, yeah, when I need to be tested, I drink water for 24 hours and don't do any drugs. I go get drug tested and I'm clean. Whatever, you know, whatever your thing is, these are things you're going to need to be prepared for as an employer looking for people to hire. When it comes to drugs, if you find someone using drugs and this is not something that is going to work with you, then simply let them go, you know. But again, you need to understand the laws involved in this. You could end up letting them go, and one lawsuit could wipe out your entire business. So anything you do, hiring employees, anything you are not 100% familiar with, you should make sure that you brush up on the laws and understand everything, especially when it comes to hiring employees. And I don't know if I mentioned it in here, but there are things that you can do too. I won't look, but you could put them on temporary. You hire these people for a temporary basis. You're going to be hired temporary for 90 days, a year, whatever. There are things that you will need to, but I don't know if that works in your area. So again, I cannot stress that enough. Make sure that you understand all the laws associated with hiring and, of course, firing employees. And especially when it comes to drug testing, this could be a big problem. Last thing you want to have on your job is someone who uses and abuses drugs on a regular basis, this, especially in the construction business, because these people are probably going to be working with power tools or working with other people doing things that they need to be 100% sharp on, alert all the time. And if this is just a little bit off here, now you could be endangering the lives of others. So just something to think about.